Coming to you direct from deep underneath your favorite Japanese wrestling arena, it's time for your high-speedy, strongly styled, fighting spirited, secret handshaking, wink wink nudge nudge, lethal dose of female professional wrestling, primarily in the land of shoguns and rising suns. It's time for you to remove your blindfold, accept a complimentary fruity drink that's totally not sus at all, and learn from our inside terminology, because you, our friends, have nearly willfully accepted the invite and have joined our Cult of Joshi. Now allow me to introduce you to your fighting spirited guides, Raja and John.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host Raja and I'm joined by my co-host John.
Hello.
And we are here after a brief unintended break to bring you some more Joshi talk. Because
brief unintended.
It was unintentional.
It was.
You know, we kind of went on the Stardom schedule this time by accident.
Yeah, but
it's like they took a break, so we took a break, but we didn't mean to. It just happened that way.
We never meant to take a break. We actually meant to do episodes, and it was really strange because, you know, in the real world, I have some Bruce Wayne type stuff I have to take care of. Mm-hmm. I can't always be Batman. You have some Diana Prince stuff you have to take care of.
I have the whole island, of Themyscira that I have to tend to.
Right. They get very lonely and kind of angry when you're not there.
Yeah. It's very important work. So sometimes it interferes with the Cult of Joshi, but that doesn't mean...
How come I get a bunch of like lunatic crazies
and I get the island of Amazonians?
You get an island of Amazons.
I don't know. It's just something I deserve, I think.
Do you subscribe to like Batman makes it worse?
I think there's some merit to that idea that the appearance of Batman brought out the extreme crazies in Gotham.
It just kind of celebrated it.
Yeah. It's like, so there's a Batman. That means I can go out there and be a lunatic, and he's gonna come for me.
I get that, but I think that it's very specific. You know why I think it made it worse?
Why?
I think if Batman just started like KMFing, I think if he had just came off the bat and started killing people,
think about
it.
It definitely would have had a different impact. Right?
Yeah, it's like Batman broke Joe Chill's neck last night and pulled his larynx out.
You think they would have had second thoughts about?
I mean, what are you going to do?
Villainy.
Like, there's no need for Arkham. We just
it's empty. I don't know. Batman took care of it.
Yeah, just guys walking around with like batarangs in their brain and stuff. And I think it would have changed a lot of things.
I think it would have.
Cleaned up crime.
I think so. Yes.
All right.
Maybe the same. I don't know. It's been a time the past week or so, but we have not stopped watching in that time. We've watched everything because that's how we've relax.
We've watched some really great stuff too. We've actually went back and watched some documentaries. We watched some old wrestling. We watched a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we did a little deep dives and stuff. That WWE Vault channel is so fun. We found out that something I remembered is one of the greatest tag team matches of all time had an effed up finish. I feel like that's not the first time that's happened. I feel like we were watching another tag match and we were like, they didn't tag. What is happening?
Yeah, this one was terrible. It was Rock and Roll Express versus the Andersons, of all things.
Yeah.
And you hear all this hobbabaloo. People on, with podcast just want to just rip everything that's new apart, right?
Yeah.
Anything that comes out, they're like, well, I was watching it and they didn't clean their feet, obviously, Joey. I can't believe they didn't clean their feet. They didn't hold the tag rope.
Yeah.
Okay, so this match, no one held a tag rope during this whole match. Anyway, I did pay attention to that.
I didn't, but
you have like the heat number one, and that's fine. And it goes heat number two. Ricky Martin's taking the heat, and it keeps building, and they're keeping him from making the tag. And it's a really hot crowd in Columbia, South Carolina, and you're thinking, man, I can't wait till that hot tag happens.
Yeah,
and freaking
Ricky to Robert, right?
Yeah, man. Robert comes in, House of Fire, everything gets going. We can see what kind of hot finish we have on this. And I'll be damned if Robert just gets tired of waiting, comes in the ring, and just starts...
He interferes.
Yeah.
I mean, Ricky was being double teamed, so he came in to help.
But he generates his own little hot tag, and there was never a tag.
Yeah, but then the ref was like, you get out, and like sent Ricky out like Robert was legal, and we were like, wait a second.
And they continue the match, even though it was obvious that he wasn't the legal man.
Yeah. It was very weird.
Oh, it was so. And then Ricky.
It was a good match.
Then Ricky, like, weirdly goes to the top rope.
And then slowly gets back down.
Yeah, like he's going to do something. Like he's waiting for a big hot finish. And then he just kind of, just slowly goes down.
It
like,
was very strange at the end.
Everybody missed a cue. It's just weird, isn't it? Like, when you go back and you study these things, you see, oh my God.
Yeah, but it goes to show things like the Brodito finish from the pay-per-view.
Right.
Like, that's not something new that happens. Like, that's happened throughout wrestling.
Yeah, it's not the worst
obviously.
thing in the world. I mean, it's like going back and watching Manami Toyota in highlight form.
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
When you watch it, like, full match wise, you're like, how does she is always like 1 inch away from death.
Yeah, she's terrifying to watch. If you've never seen a full Manami Toyota match, especially a big like title match or something, it's terrifying. You're worried about her constantly.
I mean, I love it. I love her devil may cry. You know, it's like so amazing, dude. Like
it is.
It somehow works.
Mm.
But it's just like, okay, I'm going to do this. It's like weird that she's that athletic. She's just like, oh, I'm just going to jump on this and jump off. It's no big deal.
Yeah, so we spent a little time like looking back in the past. We watched some stuff about Arceon and we watched some Aja Kong stuff. That was fun. You know, we have in our spare time, we're usually like searching out things that we've never seen before because it's interesting, right?
Yeah,
to learn more.
The Arceon stuff was very... I don't know if the most interesting part was just the Arceon story or how much Rossi looks like a cartoonish, like when a very racist Japanese criminal.
Yeah.
Like if you were making a caricature of a Japanese criminal from the 60s.
Yeah.
You would use Rossi from 1996.
Yeah, I was like, when does he get the hat? Because that's a big
it was like crazy because he's sitting there with like...
He definitely looked like he was a miser out there, like waiting to screw everyone over.
I need you to sign this contract.
That's exactly how
and
he
put
looked.
a bikini on.
Oh my God.
We need the bikinis.
It was very funny, like just listening to the beginnings of Arceon and how familiar it sounded.
Oh, do tell.
I mean, it was just very... as I was listening, it felt very similar to the beginnings of Marigold, right? The whole like leaving one promotion because he was mad he wasn't booking, to the like pulling in wrestlers from other places, and then just like saying they're gonna have this certain style at the beginning, but then that kind of falls apart. And I don't know,
the crowds dwindle.
The crowd, it's very hot the first year, but then around the first anniversary, things start falling off.
Because it was like
all the tournaments.
They had all these partnerships, and then those go away. And then they dwindle.
Yeah.
The crowds went from 1,500, 3,000 down to 300.
Wrestlers get unhappy, it happens. But Arceon's definitely a fun study in Rossi ways, I think.
Yeah,
it's like a little capsule of how he runs business.
And the thing about it, nothing about that changes the fact that there was some very talented women there doing some amazing stuff.
So cool.
It's really cool. It's kind of one of our last holes.
Yeah, a lot of the matches sound really cool, especially the tag title match with LCO. That sounded so cool. I'm mad that it's not out there easy to watch these matches because I'd love to see a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, we found some places. If you guys know the best place to find some Arceon stuff, let us know.
So definitely. I want to see more of it because watching Gaia has been a lot of fun. Yeah. So obviously, I want to watch Arceon
Even
too.
if anybody has like the big, the big DVD collection or something, then you want to
just have that
or some
around.
downloads, just some downloads, as
definitely.
Kids call it. And,
yes, definitely.
Hook us up.
But back to more recent Joshi, it has been a fun couple of weeks. Stardom did take 2 weeks off after the finale of the 5-Star Grand Prix, so we had room to watch some other stuff in there. Even in America, we've had some really cool Joshi-related things happening because we had Forbidden Door in the time since our last episode, and that featured Bozilla in a 4-way representing Stardom. And did she not do so good in that match?
Just absolutely phenomenal.
She was a star.
Yeah, she was phenomenal. Bozilla is, it's everything we knew she was going to be.
Yeah.
And it scares me so bad because I'm afraid she's going to get gobbled up.
Yeah, definitely. She was definitely the powerhouse in this match, and it was a lot of fun. Like, I wasn't sure if Mercedes was going to escape with the TBS title. She did, but Bozilla really won over the crowd in this match and really showed what she has. And I love how they continue to talk about her age and like how young she is in the business, which is true, because it's like in Japan it's different because she's the same age as a lot of the girls
they don't
over
make
there.
the age a thing there.
Yeah, but in America, she's only 22. She's very young and so talented, which is true. She's very talented. And I love seeing her interact with these girls from the other promotions because she's just so much potential.
In Japan, that's really not a thing. It's just like you're just an adult.
Yeah, you're just one of the wrestlers.
One of the wrestlers. So I don't know, man. I really... Obviously, we know how talented she is and how talented she, will be. Mm-hmm. So I think it was great to see her. And I think it was also cool the fact that Tony Khan had noticed her and wanted her
He was her number one. She was his number one pick to represent Stardom. He was like, that's the person I want on Forbidden Door. And I'm glad that they were able to make that happen.
Yeah, me too.
But Athena also had a big week, like back-to-back pay-per-views, first facing Toni Storm at Forbidden Door in an excellent match. She didn't win. Toni Storm is still a AEW Women's World Champion. And then the next weekend, defending her Ring of Honor Women's Championship against Mina Shirakawa at Death Before Dishonor in the main event, which they killed it.
Oh, my God.
That match was so good. It was so enjoyable. Oh. They both came out and just laid it all out there. It was emotional. It was a story. It was everything. I loved it. I even love that Athena won and she continues to be the forever ROH Women's World Champion. She's now surpassed that 1,000 day mark that she's been hoping to reach. So that's really cool.
It's you almost at this point it's okay. Like if she loses at this point, she kept it that long, and it's very cool. But yeah, man, I think that the Ring of Honor thing, because the last few Ring of Honor pay-per-views we've watched on the app have been terrible because of the shows are not terrible, right? But just because of the frame rate and just because of all this stuff, and
the Honor Club streaming leaves a lot to be desired.
It really does. But something happened and everybody else was not seeing it. We got to see it, but they put it mostly on for free. On YouTube, and it was like,
so
it was
nice.
So awesome.
It was amazing. It looked great.
It was almost like when you learned the frame rate deal during our Stardom pay-per-view.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I figured that out because of the way International Stage Crowd is, that's the site that Stardom uses to stream their pay-per-views outside of Japan.
Right.
So there's no streaming option on there for like Chromecast or AirPlay. And we tried an Xbox browser that we use, like a web browser that we've always used to watch Japanese wrestling. And it wouldn't recognize the video on there. So the only way we have to watch the pay-per-view on our big TV, which we like to do, is to use an HDMI cord to hook up my laptop through the TV so that we can watch the pay-per-view. But the past few months, as we're doing this, it looked sketchy. It was very jumpy, and it wasn't as enjoyable to watch. And we got through it, right? Sometimes we would set up an iPad because we were just over it, and we would just watch it on a tiny screen. But I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I finally just Googled it, and I was like, there's a setting for the TV display that's set at 30 frames per second that I switched to 60, and it just fixed it immediately. And now it looks beautiful.
I felt so crappy for like shitting all over the production. I was like,
we knew it wasn't the production.
No, I know.
We thought maybe it was my computer's capacity to handle it, but it was just the display setting, and now it's fixed.
So
and
now
we could be happy.
You guys are doing that, just remember.
Yes. Go into your display settings, advanced settings, find your TV, switch it up so that it looks clean.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
But as far as AEW goes, we had another Joshi-related arrival at All Out coming up in 2 weeks. Mercedes Moné will be defending the TBS title against Riho, who made her return to triumphant applause. People love Riho. And this upcoming week on Dynamite, Mercedes is teaming up with Emi Sakura
I can't wait. The
to
queen.
take on Riho. Oh, I love it so much.
Oh, it's amazing because we love Emi, and Jesus, what is not to love about her?
She's the queen, right? She's your highness.
So I am very excited about that match. I'm excited about having Rio back. Hopefully it's not like Wardlow's return where he came back once and got injured again.
I feel so bad for the guy.
I know.
It's like, no, that's the worst thing that could possibly happen.
It's like glass bones and paper skin.
It's probably got something to do with the fact that, like, when you're out of the ring for a long time, wrestling in a ring is different than other types of athletic competition, right?
Yeah,
so your body's not used to it anymore.
It's tough just getting used to it again.
Yeah. So
really
he
is.
probably just overexerted himself, which sucks, but hopefully he'll be back soon enough. Also at All Out, we get a 4-way for the Women's World Championship.
Yes.
Toni Storm,
Yes.
Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Tekla all going against each other.
Phenomenal.
There's just Joshi littered all over the place right
There
now.
is.
I
There
love
really,
it.
There really is. I'm excited about all of it. I'm excited about WWE. I'm excited about watching.
Oh man!
Just
the
speaking
story
of women,
of the week, right? About the big return.
I no one's more critical than me of and listen, it's for good reason. It's like watching molasses sometimes, but
yes,
the actual story of having Seth and Becky, and then having CM Punk and AJ. I mean, just
the husband-wife thing is fun, right? It's a lot of fun.
It's just cool, man. It's a cool story.
It is, and everyone's very excited about AJ Lee's return
cool
because I'm not sure
return.
anyone really thought that was ever going to happen.
After this long?
Yeah.
I mean, there was so many opportunities for that to happen beforehand.
Yeah, and of course she was a very, very popular and influential wrestler when she was at her height, right? So people wanted it really badly.
Man, the last time she was around, it was the Divas title.
Yeah. Now she gets a chance to wrestle in the new era.
She was one of the more athletic of any of them, and I always liked her character. I like crazy.
Yes. There's always something fun about the crazy ones, right?
Because she really does look crazy.
Yes.
So I love that about it. But I think it's cool, man. I always think, anything like that is a cool. Anytime it's a good, real story, it's just, it's something that would happen in Memphis. It's just a good story.
And I appreciate Becky Lynch really. That's somewhat like a legend, right? And the way she reacted to AJ Lee coming out was just so good.
Yeah,
she was like terrified.
No, it's really cool, man. Other than Dayglow Julia on the same show, then
facing Michin for her title, yes.
Yeah, it's just. That's hard for me. It's
it's a little bit.
I'm happy
hard.
for her. I'm happy for the paychecks. I'm happy for all that. And
I hope she's happy.
I'm sure she's ecstatic every time she gets paid. But it's just selfishly, I just really miss those 30-minute, realistic.
Yeah, just brawls.
Is Julia shooting?
Yeah.
I miss those matches.
I do. So every once in a while at a pay-per-view, I'm like, man, I wish there was a Julia title match on here. I just want to see someone beat the crap out of someone else.
Because she made so much out of nothing. You could put her against anything and it'd be like she'd find a personal reason to hate that bitch, right?
Yeah. She's just that person, right?
It's just like, hey, we just introduced this girl. Did you? Did you introduce her?
Yes.
I shall kill her.
That's very Julia, yes. Yeah. So I'm glad that she's getting some TV time, and getting opportunities over here in the States. It's very cool to see for the Joshi scene in general.
It is. It's always good.
But over in Japan, there was quite a bit of activity, even with Stardom on a hiatus. In Sendai Girls, they had their Senjo the Biggest Show on August 24th in Zebbio Arena. They drew quite the crowd for that show, and it was a good show. It had a lot of cool matches on it, but it definitely lacked a certain feeling, right? Like, in my opinion, it didn't feel like Sendai Girls while I was watching it. It felt more like a showcase of very tampered back matches, and more of like we're able to do this, so we're going to make it more of a show and not so much focus on the storytelling we could do in these matches, which is what I wanted.
Yeah, it was, it put me in mind of when GCW, first ran Hammerstein.
Yes.
And
similar vibe.
Or the second time they ran Hammerstein, they had the whole world watching. Mm-hmm. They got the big arena. They got everything going cool. And just something about the feeling, as you put it, was just different, right? The vibe was different. Like you overthink it. And the matches were shorter. It just felt like a humongous lack of story.
Yeah.
Something was just missing.
Yeah, and I appreciate what Sendai Girls is trying to do here. Their goal, obviously, is to draw more eyes onto the Joshi scene, and they want to prove that they're capable of bringing in these big crowds. And eventually, I think, within 5 years, I think they said that their goal is to get to a sold-out show in the Budokan, right? Like, that's their ultimate goal right now. And they showed that they do have that drawing power, but they kicked off the show with some fun matches. There was like Starlight Kid and Natsupoi, little mutual love match against Yurika Oka and Unagi Sayaka. That was a lot of fun. Aya Sakura dropped the junior championship finally to Yuna, who has been after it for ages, so that was cool to see. But then you get to things like the Hirota Sakura match, and if you listen to our show, you know how much we love Shin Hirota Sakura, okay? She's one of our favorites. And on the other side, you've got Kuroshio Tokyo Japan, arguably two of the best comedy wrestlers in the world.
Absolutely.
And they did like this whole god gimmick, like they had the big Senjo Daikonon out on the apron the whole match, and she's supposed to like bring you luck and whatever, But the match was so short and like so devoid of the normal sort of Hirota Sakura match that we're able to see normally in Sendai Girls and Tokyo Japan as well. Like, they have such chemistry when you let them go. And this match was kind of where it started feeling like, oh, this isn't a Sendai Girls show. Because it's like they just cut them completely short, and there was nothing going on. And I was really disappointed.
They even cut the intros down.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest things of both of them, is their intros.
Yeah.
And they had their intros, but it still got cut down a little bit,
Yeah. And we were already a little miffed because there was a comment made on English commentary during this match that we didn't vibe with very well. Because we love these people, and this is a staple of professional wrestling, obviously, this type of match. So having someone kind of knock that down when you're on commentary for this show just feels not so great. So we were already a little like upset, but then this match it did nothing. Like, there was nothing to it really. Yeah. And it was really upsetting because this is a staple of Sendai Girls. And then you go on to have there was like the Manami and Yurika Oka match against Chi-Chi and Spike Nishimura, which was a good little match. It set up Spike joining Sendai Girls as one of the core people in Senjo now, which is cool.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a Sadie Gibbs match, but she actually injured herself in the intros to the match earlier in the night, and they had to bring it back later with Yurika Oka fighting a second time because Sadie could not wrestle in the match, which sucks because Sadie Gibbs is so good.
Right.
But this match was still fun. Then they had the hardcore match, Hazuki and Risa Sera versus Dash Chisako and Aja Kong, which was kind of like a rematch between Hazuki and Dash Chisako with bits of Risa and Aja thrown in there.
Yeah, it was, and it didn't get anywhere near the heights of the...
No, it wasn't anything like their first hardcore match, was it?
No.
And then, perhaps the most disappointing to me was the Miki Iwata Sari match. And I know Sari is who Sari is, and it was a good match, but they could have done so much more with this match. They didn't give Miki Iwata anything. And when you're running a big show like this with one of your top stars in a singles match, you'd think you'd want to showcase them a little more rather than just have them get beat so quickly by someone who's not even part of your promotion.
Yeah, it was strange. That was the GCW part for me.
Yeah, so of course I expected Sari to win this match, but it didn't give Miki Iwata any sort of showcase.
It wasn't even any hope.
No, it was very sad. I was very sad after that match happened.
Yeah.
And then of course the tag championship match with Team 200 kg doing their thing, keeping the tag titles over Vinny and Lana Cross. But at the end of the day, it's cool to see Sendai Girls pull in this sort of crowd and really bring these eyes to Joshi, but I would love to see this sort of show. We saw it with Joshi, the top of Joshi as well, right? And then now Senjo the biggest. I would love to see these shows more in the Sendai Girl style. If it's going to be a Sendai Girl show, I would love to see them just stay true to themselves and showcase what makes them special.
That's all you need is those girls doing those girls things.
Yeah, because that's why we love it, right?
A little bit of a build to a little bit of a story on the matches, and it would be fantastic.
Absolutely, 100%. They also had another show shortly after this in First Ring, which was good. It was your typical, Sendai Girls show, which was refreshing to see.
Right.
It was very enjoyable. A main event was Spike Nishimura teaming with Miki Iwata, kind of a welcome to the Sendai Girls sort of match. It was really fun. So it was nice to see that comeback from after Senjo the Biggest and just to enjoy a simple Sendai Girl show after all that hullabaloo.
Yeah, no, I know you were happy to see it.
I was. I really enjoyed it. But turning things around, we go over to Marigold, where the Dreamstar Grand Prix is wrapping up. And I just want to talk about where they are right now in the standings, because obviously we haven't really covered the Dreamstar.
We have not.
In that great of detail. But
mostly because of single cams.
Yes, but it is about to end. They only have one show left on the 14th, which will see everyone have their final match in the tournament, and there are only so many people now that could possibly go to the final, because they're only going to have the 1 versus 1 sort of thing,
right.
After everything's said and done. So in the Dream League right now, Utami Hayashishita and Victoria Yuzuki are tied at the top with 9 points. Mayu Utani is beneath them with 8 points. Then you have Koki Amarai and Sariyama Oka at 6 points, Maria with 4 points, Chiaki with 3 points, and Rhea Sato with 3 points. So the only 3 people who could still potentially hit the final from this block are Utami, Victoria, and Mayu, which is kind of expected, right?
Right.
That's like what you see coming when you see a show like this. But on the final night, Victoria's facing Mayu Utani, so I think that's going to say a lot about where this block is going to go for the Dream League. On the Star League side, you have Miku Aono at the top with 9 points. Mai Sakurai has 8 points. Mirai has 7. Nagisa Nozaki has 7. Misa Matsui has 6. Chika Goto has 5. Chanyota has 4. And Kazuna Tanaka has 2. So there are only 4 people who could still potentially reach the top spot in Miku Aono, Mai Sakurai, Mirai, and Nagisa Nozaki. And I didn't scenario out everything, but those 4 points wise are the ones who still kind of have a chance. Obviously, Miku Aono and Mai Sakurai have the most potential to become the finalist from this league.
I think it'll be a surprise, so I think Mirai will do it.
That's the hope, right? Watching Mirai, we watched the 8:30 show, and watching her lose and cry in the ring just broke my heart so bad. I was so upset after that.
I think with all her setbacks and all the times that she's been shit on so far.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing. That would have to be what you were working up to.
Yeah. It feels like it.
If not, then just, I don't know what they're doing.
But do you put her in the final with Utami, Mayu, or Yuzuki?
I put her in the final with Utami and let her beat Utami.
That would be a cool story because Utami won last year, right? So,
I think
she's the champion.
I think that would be wonderful, and then build it up and let her beat Utami.
I think it would definitely give Mirai the flowers that she's been searching for, right? Like the props she deserves after all her hard work.
Yeah, because I think Victoria should beat Mayu after the way Mayu came in
and beat her for her title.
Yeah.
It would be some comeuppance, right?
I think it would be interesting,
Yeah, it would be. Also on that 8:30 show, we got to see the Utami Hayashishita Mayu Utani time limit draw, which was a really good match.
It was a damn good match.
They did great in that match. It was
really
good.
really was. It was really good.
So the Dreamstar has lasted quite a while. It's a little over a month, unlike the 5-star, but it's about to end on the 14th. So if you're looking forward to the finals, you don't want to miss that.
We won't miss it.
And that brings us around to Stardom. So, Stardom was on break and they came back with a pay-per-view, which is very strange for them because normally...
while they were on break, we watched the Stardom Japanese, variety shows.
Yeah. We were just like looking for any little
without
bit.
any subtitles. Like we just watched interviews and variety shows, and it was just fun.
And we watched this one where Saida accidentally showed up late, went to an interview, and Hanen's already there, and she's like so apologetic. It was hilarious. Yeah. I love those girls so much. But Stardom to the World. It was a little bit strange because normally we're used to having like that really intense build up to a pay-per-view in Stardom, and the build up to this one was essentially just the 5-star, right? Like everything that happened in the 5-star kind of paid off here after this 5-star final, and we got all these title matches to get through. And this show was really good. I mean, it wasn't like an all-timer Stardom pay-per-view in my opinion, but it was very enjoyable. It kicked off with a pre-show 3-way where Rion got a win. Crazy. And then we got the 5-star Grand Prix awards during the pre-show, which is really exciting because
love it.
We went through this whole tournament. We want to know who all won all these awards. So, best match for Red Stars A, Mei Seira versus Saya Kamatani.
Totally agree.
Best match for Red Stars B, Natsuko Tora versus Rina, it was such a good match.
Such a good match.
Blue Stars A, best match, Bozilla versus Sariano. Fantastic, emotional match. Just so good. Blue Stars B best match, Konami versus Suri. And this was funny because as everyone's like saying their piece after they get their award, Suri got hers for this and was kind of just like, you picked this match because I lost, didn't you? Like, she just said it how it was, like, because of how much everyone hated me and because I lost this match. That's the reason you gave me this trophy right here.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I love her for everything that she's doing right now.
She's amazing.
Then, best match of the post-tournament was Azumi versus Rina. So, best match, that's the best match of, like, the finals tournament. Right. Which, hard agree for that one. Outstanding Performance Award, Rina. Fighting Spirit Award, Rina. Special Merit Award, Suzu Suzuki. That's how it was translated in the results. Special Merit. So I'm not sure what that is, but good for Suzu. Then the runner-up award goes to Azumi, and of course the winner, Momo Watanabe.
But the real winner is Rina.
Yes, Rina, 4-trophy Rina over there.
I mean, 4 trophies shows exactly what we all seen there in this.
Yeah.
Rina's a superstar.
She is. She deserves the absolute world. She did so good in this tournament. We talked about it the whole time. She was MVP for sure. There's no denying it. She's so good. She's a star.
Amazing.
And she got everything she deserved out of these awards. Speaking of Rina, she kicked off the main show in a one-on-one match against Emma Maishima that was like it was a rematch from their New Blood encounter, but it was so much more than that because of what happened in that New Blood match when Emma knocked Rina out and she got concussed and Rina missed a couple of weeks before the 5-star because of that. So they just went for it in this match completely. It was a really cool match. And afterwards, Rina like gave her props and she was like, "You're the rookie that I'm putting all the marbles on," you know. She's like, "You're the one I'm betting on to go far because you're so strong and everything, and I think you're gonna grow into an amazing wrestler." So Rina giving Emma some props after this match, even though obviously Rina won, but she was like, "I took that move and didn't die, so
Yeah, no, it was great, and I love the fact that she sold the drop kick again, or the crossbody.
Yeah,
she sold it and held her head afterwards. Just, you know, it's such a little touch.
It was. It's a really cool thing to like make that move feel dangerous. Yeah. It's really cool. And props to Rina for this match. It was really good.
Dude, this was wrestling a broom. She made it amazing.
She did. Waka Tsukiyama and Hanako beat Aya Sakura and Kikyo Furusawa, which is strange because Aya Sakura is currently looking for the New Blood tag team titles, but I guess that'll all come back around.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Silhouette and Mei Seira defeated Sayaka Kurara and Yuna Mizumori. It's Yuna's about to have that high-speed title match, so a little prelude to that. Azusa Inaba, Konami, and Momo Watanabe defeated Itsuki Aoki, Rina Yamashita, and Bozilla. Momo Watanabe just showing off some of her skills.
I think so.
You know, swinging with the bat a little bit, just a little.
A little bit. Tiny bat.
Kyoka Kutatsu, Rana Yagami, Hina, and Saki Kashima, God's Eye team, defeated Yuria Hime, Momo Kogo, Saida, and Hanan. Our first appearance of the new stars now that Yuria Hime is an official part of the faction. Mm-hmm. They came out with matching jackets. They look super snazzy.
I thought the jackets were awesome.
They were. It's an upgrade from the hoodies, right?
Yes.
The hand-painted hoodies. They all have their own color, but they're all made the same. It looked really nice.
It was nice.
After that, in a 4-way tag, Ami Sori and Lady C took the win over Koguma and Hazuki, Sariano and Natsupoi, and Miyu Amasaki and Izumi in a very quick match.
Way too quick for having some of the most talented ladies on the entire roster on a pay-per-view.
Agreed. It felt very fast. It was like you did your Koguma stuff at first, and then it felt like just a few minutes, and it was over.
Yeah, it was strange, man. I thought I was watching Sendai Girls.
Yeah, it was weird, and I would have loved to see more of these tag teams, get more time because Tag League's coming up. So we need...
I mean, it was obviously a Tag League preview.
Yeah, it was a little like, these are the teams that you should be looking out for sort of deal. Following that, we had the special singles match where Natsuko Tora defeated Mayumi Ozaki in a not hardcore, but kind of hardcore match because it's Ozaki. She's not going to go anywhere without bringing that chain along.
And it's just nice seeing Ozaki.
It is.
It's just nice.
It is, yeah. But Natsuko Tora doesn't feel that way. She's like, you're washed up.
Right.
I beat you. You can go back.
She loves it.
You go back to Oz Academy now.
Tora's like the biggest fangirl of all of them.
I agree completely. Then we got into our title matches, starting off with the IWGP Championship, Sari versus Suzu Suzuki, where they just, as we imagined, beat the crap out of each other. Just straight up brawl.
Yeah, this is the most hardcore thing you'll see for a minute.
It was horrible.
Just from the strikes and stuff, it's so good though, and Suzu did such a damn good job. I mean, this was a great match.
It was. The strikes, the headbutts, Suzu kicking out of 3 Uranages before being put away by Sari, who retained the championship. So I think Sari has a real respect for Suzu Suzuki. She's like the only one so far
I think so too,
that has earned Sari's respect, which is cool because Suzu is her own person. She is very unique.
Yeah, no, I
love her for that.
I agree.
So it's cool. It was cool. Then in the semi-main event for the Wonder of Stardom Championship, we saw Starlight Kid retain the white belt over Tomoka Inaba, who won this chance by beating her in the 5-Star Grand Prix.
I don't know if this was because it was two popular people, or if just they haven't had enough time with one another or something like that. Again, it was weird because there's nothing wrong with the match. Everything went right with the match. There was no mess ups or screw ups or anything like that. I just felt a soul missing from this one. Yeah,
it was very different than the normal Starlight Kid fare that you'd see in a singles match, especially a Wonder match. It was just, I think they focused so hard on the I'm going to get your knee, no, I'm going to get your knee sort of dynamic that it kind of lost what we're used to seeing heart and soul wise out of these matches.
I honestly believe that it may be a bit of a indictment of Tomoka.
Maybe she's still searching for her.
Well, I think maybe she's still developing.
Yeah, still trying to make it to the point where she can have those epic matches.
How many huge sold out arena main events has she had? And Starlight's had 1 million.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I never felt anything in jeopardy.
Yeah, no. They definitely chose their chosen story and they ran with it. I think it took away a little bit from the match because it didn't feel as dangerous and exciting as we would normally see in a Starlight Kid singles match, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was a fine match. I mean, it did the job.
Yeah, it was fine.
Starlight Kid used the Black Tiger Leg Killer to defeat Tomoka Inaba and retain the title. It was really cool, but it was what it was,
Right.
Then we went into the main event for the World of Stardom Championship. We had B. Priestley challenging Saya Kamitani. They had a really good match against each other. There was some callbacks here to their 5-Star Grand Prix match, such as B. Priestley hitting Saya Kamitani with the Japanese Ocean Cyclone Suplex and Saya Kamitani kicking out this time rather than B. Priestley pinning her.
Right.
But that was a cool false finish because we've seen her go down to that before, right? So it was really cool. But Saya Kamitani did retain her championship in this match with the Star Crusher, really nasty looking Star Crusher because that move just always looks nasty. And then following the match, you know, Bea Priestley, she's always so humble in defeat. I love listening to her on the mic, and she's just very like, thank you for the match.
Wait till she's comfortable.
Maybe this time I'm the show pie, you know?
Yeah, she's long time signed. She's full time. She's just getting her.
Yeah.
Dude.
She's not going anywhere.
If something's happening,
Yes.
she's going to unleash soon enough.
Yes, and then as Saya Kamatani was alone in the ring, we had our next challenger for the World of Stardom Championship come out, which was Azumi. And Azumi beat Saya Kamatani in the quarterfinals of the 5-Star Grand Prix, so she is entitled to a red belt match. But when she challenged Saya Kamatani for her belt, Saya demanded that Azumi put the NJPW Strong Women's Championship on the line as well, which Azumi agreed to. So now, on September 27th, in Korakuen Hall, we're going to have a double title match between these two, and whoever wins is going to be the World of Stardom Champion and the NJPW Strong Women's World Champion, which is insane.
It is. It was already a big enough match. But now the stakes are such that, my God,
Yeah.
one of these ladies is going to be a double champion.
Yeah, and the other one is going to lose her belt, which is crazy to me. Like, it feels like that's not a thing that should be possible right now.
I know, I agree.
So I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
Me too.
So all in all, a good pay-per-view. It went pretty fast, you know. It wasn't hard to watch by any means. It was very enjoyable, but it wasn't like a, you know, I'm going to remember it forever type of pay-per-view. It was there were some cold matches on there. They just put stuff in there to fill up the card and all that. So, you know, fun. But we're ready to move on to the next, right?
We are.
Because there's some fun stuff coming up real quick. Before we talk about the Korakuen Hall show on Wednesday, I do want to shout out Starlight Kid's 10th anniversary show, which they had a press conference for. It'll be happening on October 20th, and they announced that the main event will be Starlight Kid, El Desperado, and Dragon Kid teaming up against 3 mystery opponents.
That'd be fun.
So we're going to celebrate Starlight Kid 10 years in the business, which is amazing.
Yeah, man, it really is. And I think what we're experiencing is whenever you have like a big, you know, they have like the WrestleMania hangover.
Yeah.
You know, whenever we had the big 5-star, and it was amazing, it was glorious and incredible and all that. And I think that's just the remix, right? You just got to get everything. Sometimes you have to have these shows where it's just, okay, these places are going here. We're setting this up.
Yeah, you got to like have tiny steps in between to get you where you're going.
Absolutely.
And of course, right now we're heading straight toward the end of the year, toward Dream Queendom, which is the biggest show of the year other than All-Star Grand Queendom. But on Wednesday, on September 10th, we have a Korakuen Hall show, which they have released the full card for. It's a very fun card.
Okay.
It'll start off with a 3-way between Hazuki, Akira Kurogane, and Emma Maishima. So you've got Hazuki down there with a couple of the younger girls.
I'm interested to see how Emma does in this one.
Me too. Like, it's very interesting. After that, we have Rion Hanako and Waka Tsukiyama versus Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurara, and Kikyo Furusawa. So this is another New Blood tag team title prelude between these teams.
And I think Kurara is, you know, she's always on in Korakuen Hall.
She is, yes. She always gives a great performance there. Kyoko Kotatsu, Lady C, Amisori, and Saki Kashima will be taking on Bozilla, Itsuki Aoki, Rina Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki. So a little God's Eye versus Mivita Loca there.
God's Eye stands no chance.
It's going to be so good. I know Bozilla and Amisori want to get their hands on each other again. We'll see Ronnie Yagami and Tomoka Inaba take on Sariano and Natsupoi.
That's a hell of a match.
Isn't that a fun tag team match? I love Rana and Tomoka as a tag team.
That is such a good damn match.
I know.
Like, just out of nowhere. That is such a good damn match.
I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it.
Oh, that's a circle right there for me, because holy shit, I love that match.
Yeah. For the Future of Stardom Championship, Yuria Hime versus Hina.
I love that match too.
Yuria Hime is going to win.
She's going to win it.
And we're going to get the belt
She's
photo
going to win it. See ya, Hina. You dirty hag.
Bea Priestley, Momo Kogo, Saya Ida, and Hanan will be taking on Azusa Inaba, Momo Watanabe, Natsuko Tora, and Saya Kamatani. This is interesting to me because in the match where Bea faced Saya, Stars were the ones that were in her corner. Like, the Stars girls were out there for Bea Priestley in that match, and now she's teaming with them.
Yeah, it's very interesting because Bea Priestley's going to turn on them in this match.
She's just going gonna straight up whack him right here.
It's just because they've still got that, Mayu Iwatani stink on them.
Right.
And what do you do to Iwatani? You turn on her.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's very interesting because Bea Priestley doesn't really feel like Stars, does she?
She's not Stars. She's dirty. She wears a pentagram on her chest.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
She's totally going to turn on them and galvanize the girls.
What better way to do it than in Cork and Hall, right?
I love
Just
it.
join hate.
I love it.
For the CMLL Japan Women's Championship, Dark Silhouette will be defending against Koguma. Then for the high-speed title, Mei Seira will be defending against Yuna Mizumori. And in the main event for the Artist of Stardom Championships, Fukigen Death, Rina, and Konami will take on Miyu Amasaki, Azumi, and Starlight Kid. And I don't know if they're ready to get the Artist of Stardom belts off of Neo Genesis because they're all very busy with their other belts right now, or if they're going to keep them, or if Hate's going to end up with them. I have no idea. But the artist belts have kind of taken a backseat to everything else recently, which is understandable given the 5-star.
They have, but if it's just a straight up Azumi and Starlight and Miyu match, with the turning may happen here. There may be something weird here.
Yeah.
Something strange. It's a main event, bro.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of strange because I don't know if Fuki and Death's going to win that.
It's hard to say.
It is hard to say. It's a strange match.
There is a little nugget in here that could set up Rina for another Wonder of Stardom championship shot if she were to somehow get the win over Starlight Kid in this match. But I don't know. I really don't know what direction we're going with the artist.
I like interesting stuff that makes no sense.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see regardless because there's a lot of good wrestlers in this match. So it'll be fun to watch. And I'm excited for Cork and Hall because something crazy always happens at Cork and Hall. So I'm excited for it. And I think this is the perfect setup for us to start imagining our Dream Queendom fantasy booking, which we will be bringing to you very soon.
Yes, we will.
Because we want to just pretend it's the end of the year for a minute and say what we think is going to happen by then, and then see how wrong we were by the time we get to December.
I agree, and we'll be able to tell soon.
Yes, so make sure you're following us at Cult of Joshi on all our socials, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, and subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel because that will be coming your way very soon. But for now, I'm Raja, he's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye!